Hey, how are you guys doing? Welcome to She Is Still Dope TV. I am Sharonda Lynn. I was going to say pastor. I am a pastor, but I am Sharonda Lynn, and I am your host for our social media one-on-one classes. How are you guys doing? Listen, today is a very exciting day. I want you to like and share this. I am going to go right now and share it. Let a couple people maybe jump on for just a moment. Let's see. Oh, there we are. Let me share this. All right. So we are talking about social media one-on-one, and we are on YouTube today. Woo-hoo-hoo. So I want to give you some tips to create that dynamic YouTube channel you always wanted. And I'm just going to take these glasses off because they are irritating me right now. So I'm going to talk to you today about YouTube, what you can do on YouTube to make that dynamic channel, get some people flowing your way. Good evening. God bless you. God bless you. I can't see who I'm talking to, but God bless you. Yes. So we're talking about YouTube. YouTube is absolutely fantastic for your ministry, for your business, for your personal endeavors. YouTube puts you in front of the camera, but let me give you a little hint. Say that you do crafts or you do something else that you show, like you want to show people how to do artwork, you want to show people how to do crafts. You don't even have to put your face on YouTube. You just show them the steps of how you want it done. You don't have to get on YouTube. But people like pastors, ministers, evangelists, people that are talking and want to get their stuff out there, this is how you do it in front of camera. One of the things I want you to know is that you need to clearly define your goals, right? If you clearly define your goals before you do anything else, then your YouTube channel has already taken shape. It already has direction, and it's likely that you're going to connect to your audience because you have taken a stand on it. Case in point, I am a pescatarian some days. I am a vegetarian other days, and some days I'm just stubborn and I'm vegan. But at the end of the day, I really ain't any of them because, gosh darn it, I like a piece of chicken every once in a while. I should say fried chicken. That's so cliche, but literally, I like hot wings. So my channel is called the Sometimetarian. I haven't even done anything with it yet. It's just sitting there for me. But wouldn't that pull people in? I have all these different foods of pescatarian, vegetarian, and vegan, and these are for the people that struggle. How can you struggle but still kind of stay close to that point? Well, I'm clearly defining the goals of this channel. The goals of this channel is to be funny, a spoof off of being any of those Atarians, and it is to give good food and be okay with yourself. That's the goals of that channel. So I have clearly defined the goals of that channel. What are the goals for your channel? Have you clearly defined them? If you have a YouTube channel and you know what your goals are, drop them in the comments. I'd love to read them afterwards and maybe give you some pointers, because it's important to keep in mind why you want to be on YouTube, right? You're looking to spread your word on an organizational mission, or you want to increase sales in your brick and mortar. YouTube is excellent. It's how you can become your authority, right? But if you're all over the place on your YouTube channel, I have a YouTube channel that I really need to bring. Can I be honest? I have to bring those goals in. I have to bring those goals in because I'm really not focused. You'll see anything on one of my particular YouTube channels that really shouldn't be anything on it. And it's because I haven't taken that particular channel real seriously. But how about this? That's the channel I have the most subscribers on. So I need to start to cultivate what my goal is. So so you know that having a goal in mind means you'll be better able to create content. Your audience will subscribe to it, comment on it, and share. And when I say I have more people on that channel, don't think it's a whole lot. It's really not. It's not even 50. I don't think it's 50. But it's not really that many people on that channel. But the reason being, I have most of my content there. So why am I not dedicated? And most of that content came when I was dedicated, though, when I had a true goal for that channel. So to create a YouTube channel, if you don't have one, you will need a Google account. Google took over YouTube several years ago. So if you have a Google account, you already are eligible for a YouTube account. So creating a Google account is very simple. If you don't know how to do it, just say, I don't know how to do it, and I'll inbox you. So make sure you create your Google account, and then you can go into YouTube and say, create an account in the upper right-hand corner. It's important to do some housekeeping before you start promoting this. You got a YouTube channel, and now all of a sudden you want to promote it. Wait 1 second. You want to be sure that you have certain things taken care of, right? So you have your Google account, you have a YouTube account, you have this bomb idea for your content and what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. Here's a quick few things that you should concentrate on, right? It should be a place of focus. So one of the things that you should concentrate on is your channel icon. Your channel icon is what people see. It's your channel art. It's that little round circle, right, that you have on your channel. And it is at the very top of your profile. And then as you comment on stuff, that particular channel art, that icon, that stuff is going to, your icon is going to pop up. So your icon should be your logo. If you have a logo, it doesn't have to be your face. It should be your logo. When you're trying to establish a brand, let me tell you, when you're trying to establish a brand, you want to use your brand stuff. I mean, you paid all the money. You've done all the research. You got all the colors together. You got your logo, and you have to use it. This is where you use it. Plop your logo in where it's the channel icon. Instead of your pretty face smiling, your logo is going to serve you better in this place. If you don't have a logo, then yes, use a high quality image that represents your business in a professional manner. You still want to maintain a level of professionalism. Now, this is thinking out of the box, though. You definitely want to go with whatever your theme is. And what I'm thinking of is people that have a very silly brand. You do comedy and stuff. Of course, you don't want your average suit tie, professional photo. You want something that it's a professional photo, but you want it to be very lively and not sedate. So depending on what your channel is, your professional photo doesn't have to be business. It can be casual. It can be vivid and lively, but it has to be professional, high quality, right? Channel art is something else you're going to want to look at. You can help your channel stand out by creating the right channel art. Your channel art is going to have your name. It's going to have your information for when you're going to post, right? It's going to have a lot of different things. So you can complete you can put your channel art, but I do want you to know that there are some dimensions. Dimensions means just the size and shape of a thing. There are some dimensions where your channel art has to fit in order for it to look correctly. Now, YouTube is the funniest platform that I know of. When you think of that you're seeing this little square of the channel art, you have no idea that this is just the center of the channel art. The channel art is like this big. I don't know when YouTube is going to get it together. We need something better. But be mindful of when you choose your channel art. I suggest or most, I should say, most people are going to suggest you do a simple design or pattern that is consistent again with your company brand, your company colors. You want an image that accurately represents who you are. If I'm telling you I'm a pescatarian and my channel is about pescatarianism, and I show you this tantalizing plate of steak because you just like what it looks like, that doesn't make sense. It's not gonna enhance your brand. So you're gonna want to be sure that you use the right thing, because a couple things are going to happen when YouTube uploads it, and if you don't have it in the correct dimensions, it's going to crop. It's going to crop to a very smaller portion of a larger image, right? Like I said, you only see that little slit in the middle. So you have to be very good about how you get the image, the information in that image, right? So and you have to have rights, legal rights to use the image. Listen, people, let me tell you another story about when I wasn't so smart about how I used my images. Long time ago, I'm not even going to tell you how long ago, long time ago, when I first was getting on YouTube, getting on the internet, I used to use everything. I mean, all kinds of different images. We just would use everything. There was no big thing about using images. But today, everybody wants their name recognized, of course, and that's fine. It's your art. If it wasn't for your art, we wouldn't be able to take it, right? If it wasn't for you putting it up there, taking the picture or doing whatever, we wouldn't be able to use it. So I totally understand. But back then, there wasn't a lot of rules. Not it wasn't a lot of rules, but they weren't upholding the rules, right? They weren't upholding it. So we could take art from anywhere. We could take art from anywhere and we could display it, and nobody would really have a heart attack about it. But while I was doing it, stuff changed. More people were aware of um other people using images, and this is just coming up. I'm telling you what a web developer and graphic designer has gone through in the early stages. So the internet was getting larger and larger and larger, and things were starting to happen for everybody around. But there developed this group of people that would go out and make sure that people's images were legit. They go out there, literally they will go and search and look at, hey Kyle, and look at your images and be like, wait, did they use are they licensed? Because then what they'll do is, if they weren't hired by the company, they'll go back to the company and say, hey, listen, we know that this person is using your stuff illegally, and we would like to represent you and get some money. So an image that might have cost you $25 now is going to cost you from $2,000 to $5,000 because you did not use the right image. It can shut your entire thought process, everything that you're doing down. So when you use stock photos, that's why it's almost always better to go out there and take your own picture. Who's going to know? Who's going to know that you didn't go out there and hire somebody to take a picture of a pineapple? We don't know. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If you think it's good enough and you have taken a professional picture, you're fine. Or if you've had professional, remember I said, go get them professional pictures. You have gotten professional pictures taken, that's fine. But when you start taking stuff off the internet, you want to make sure that it is you are able to use it for commercial purposes, and that can be very sticky. I also recently had a client that they had a publisher, right? And they wanted to use a specific image. And so I said, okay, what are we using this image for? And they began to list out all the things that they were using the image for, where there was two prices for the image. One was $19.95 or under $20, $9.95, something like that. And the other was $79. Now, if you're thinking only with your pocket and what's needed right now, what are you going to go for? Oh, I can get this image for $9.99, right? Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds good. But you can't use it on t-shirts. You can't use it on books. You can't use it on anything that you're going to sell, because that $9.95 just says, hey, you can have that picture in your header, on your website. You can use that picture in other places, but you can't use it on t-shirts, on mugs, on anything that you need to sell it for. And so we had to get that $79 license so that she could use it on different items, and we paid that money for it. So if anybody sees it, they'll say, hey, do you have a license? And then you know what I'm going to do. Here's our license. We are legally able to use it. So please, 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 no matter whether you're on YouTube, it doesn't matter if you're on YouTube, Instagram, you TikTok, anything using an artist's work, right? Anything using an artist's work, you're going to want to be sure that your licensing is appropriate for your use. Not just that it's licensed anymore. You can't just say, oh my gosh, it's licensed, I can use it. I bought a $9.95 license for it and I can use it. No. You got to make sure that license at $9.95 says, oh yeah, you can use it for earning money for it. You can use it even at $79. If I wanted to turn around and sell that, that's not the license for it. But I can use it in my stuff, but I could not turn around and sell it. So you have to make sure that the licenses that you have purchased are for the use you intended it for, right? So we're talking about YouTube. Let's go back. I know I went a whole to the left, but I'm going to be wrapping up pretty soon. The About section. The About section is an opportunity for you to tell people who you are, what you're about, how to find you, what you want them to get out of it, how to get in touch. Be sure to include all of your social media networks here so that people can follow you on multiple platforms. One thing about being an influencer is people don't really just want to see you in one place. They're going to want to follow you. They're going to want to know what you're saying on Instagram. They're going to want to know what you're tweeting about. They're going to want to know how you are cultivating your lifestyle on Facebook. They're going to want to know. So you want to make sure that your About Us section is rocking. It's important to make sure you're using all the correct image sizes. Have you ever noticed that when you take something from Instagram and put it on Facebook, there's always those sides? And what Facebook does, very interestingly enough, is that it kind of uses AI, which is artificial intelligence, to see what colors are popping in your picture that you're posting from Instagram to Facebook, and it uses that, the most prevalent color, as the background. That's why we all don't have those black backgrounds anymore. We have the colored backgrounds. But if you would just use the Facebook proportions, you wouldn't have to worry about what black background that Facebook is putting on it. You have to know what the proportions are for each platform you're working on. So after you do all of that, you want to start making videos. You want to start gathering all the footage, get the equipment that you need. Tell me something. there are certain things that you need for a clear picture, right? So you see my camera. I'm not using my standard laptop. My laptop is over here. I'm trying to make sure you see. This is where my laptop is. This is where my camera is. You can't use average everyday equipment if you want a professional. If you're trying to set the stage for who you are, up your game. Get an HD camera, get a streaming camera, right? Be confident, have fun with it, but make sure you have the tools you need. I'm not even using the microphone from my laptop. So the two things, when you go to YouTube, the two things you want to very much be aware of is number one, the level of your photography, the level of your, I should say, video, right? You want to make sure that it is elevated. And then you want to make sure that your sound is clear. I make sure my sound is clear. I make sure you can hear me. Sometimes, like today, I'll have music playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a comfort for me today. So I use that. But make sure that your videos have great energy. Smile at the people. People are listening to happy people. They're not going to listen to too many people that talk like this, that don't show any emotion. You're camera shy. I realize that. However, one of the things that I do is I become somebody else sometimes if I have to do something that's a little scary in front of a group of people. I am sha. I am sassy and fierce, and I don't care who knows it. And I'm going out there and I'm going to say what I have to say the way I practiced it, the way I know I can do it. I don't have to do that anymore. I used to do that. But right now, every once in a while, I have to put on that other face. Make sure that you're confident, have great energy. If you're not having fun with your videos, your audience is probably not having fun either. If when you replay your videos and they sound boring and dull and you don't even want to listen to your videos, your audience probably don't want to listen to your videos either. Here's a few things that you want to make sure of. Make sure that you have a great intro. Make sure that's number one. Number two, make sure that when you do your intro, that you hit certain points. You have your elevator pitch ready, you have your title ready, and make sure that's number three. When you start that video, you tell them exactly what they're there to listen to, and then you give them that. Don't start stuttering and fluttering and all that kind of stuff. No, if you're going to talk about being a pescatarian and you're going to talk about grilled salmon today with an orange marmalade glaze, that kind of sounds kind of good. But if you're going to be talking about that, because I just made that up, that might be something. If you're going to talk about that, you're going to want to say, hey, listen, today we are going or you're going to welcome people. Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing absolutely well. Thank you for coming into our YouTube video today. Today we are going to talk about blah, 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 blah. Today we are going to show you how to make an orange marmalade grilled salmon steak. Ooh, I just made myself hungry. So anyway, you're going to want to come out like that, and you're going to want to say something else to that effect. Come in with your intro, whatever that intro is, and then jump right into showing them. People don't have a whole lot of time. So number 5, I want you to stop wasting time on YouTube. Get straight to the point. Say what you have to say. Be happy, be energetic. Tell a story. People stay for the story. People stay for the story. They want to know from beginning to end what happens. And if you start to give them that, they will love you for it. Create playlists, guys. Make sure you have a few videos and group them together in a playlist. So if you're teaching about a certain subject, have everything in that subject together. If you're showing them how to physically do the how to do whatever, group those together so that you have different things that they can go through and say, oh, okay, she teaches this. Oh, okay, I can go and listen to this. And then, of course, you can look at all your videos together. But if your subscribers can easily sort through your stuff, they're more likely to come back to your channel. So they have time to do more stuff. You can feature different playlists. You can feature different videos. Just make sure that you understand and you realize that people are going to come back to your channel. And finally, make sure you share your videos. Don't just let yourself sit on YouTube. Don't let that. You should be your first partaker of your information. Share your videos. They will likely get some organic traffic, but go ahead and share them. Don't hesitate to promote them. Don't hesitate to drive traffic to your videos. Share them and make sure you analyze your data, because how do you know what you don't know if you don't know it? How do you know what to improve if you don't know what to improve? Look at the analytics on all your videos and be honest with yourself. Don't rate yourself as a wonder and you are not doing anything. Be honest with yourself. I'm not saying to tell people that you really want them to follow you, and I know that I'm not doing. Don't get up there and do that. What I want you to do is be honest with yourself and see the holes in your situation so that you can plug them. If you have problems, I had a problem. I felt like I had a problem with speaking, funny enough. So I got a speech coach. And I got a speech coach to tell me where I was messing up. Because people will tell you all day that you sound good because you sound better than them, or you have the strength to go out there and do something that they may not want to do. But the truth of the matter is everybody can improve. And so once I figured out what it was I needed to do to improve, I set forth to do that. Now, make sure you stay engaged with your audience. Make sure you are replying. I don't know how this goes. If people can have access to you, oh my gosh, they love you forever. They will love you forever. Answer their questions. I don't care if you have 100,000 videos and say you're going to answer the first 50, the first 25, whatever, the first 5, the first 3. That shows YouTube you're going to interact. That helps them promote you. That helps them get your traffic out there to get your stuff. So when they start looking through somebody with pescatarian food, yours is going to the top, because if they have questions, they're going to ask you and you're going to interact, and that's good business for YouTube. Make sure you make your videos accessible by adding subtitles, closed caption for those people who are hearing impaired, for those people, for those people that are hearing impaired. Make sure you can open up your YouTube content to a larger audience, including deaf and hard of hearing listeners. So that's all I have for you. The only thing else I want to say is if for some reason your content is X-rated, make sure you can decide who has access to your channel. If you're going to be the only person contributing, don't worry about it. But make sure you're clear from start to finish what kind of channel you have, whether it needs to have adult, whether it has adult content and everybody can't have access to it, or whether you're going to have more than one person on your tube from the back end. Make sure you monitor that, because everybody just jumping on your YouTube channel ain't good. You have a rep to protect. Lastly, consider going live, but when you go live, make sure you have your stuff down pat. If you make a mistake, laugh at it online, literally, and people will love you for it. But if you make a mistake and try to act like that didn't happen, oh no, baby, it happened. And everybody saw it. So that's all I have for you today. Listen, please like and share She Is Still Dope TV on all the major platforms. Go watch us on Roku. And hey, listen, please like and share this. It's all about YouTube. It's all about getting yourself out there. If you have any specific questions, please. I can't see them from where I am. Every once in a while, when I see something come up on screen, I'm able to respond to it. But if I don't, for whatever reason, see you right now, I'm going to go back through the comments and I will connect with you if you have a question about YouTube or anything like that. So listen, I love you. I will see you again next week, same time, same channel, and we will be on another part of social media, because this is social media 101 until we're done. All right, take care. Have a phenomenal day, guys. And don't forget, I should say this. Oops, one more thing. Don't forget to follow me, right? Ask Sharonda Lynn on all platforms. Come out, follow me, engage with me, ask me questions. I am your hacker into IT. I can help you all over the place with web development, design, social media. I make sure that your business is connected to your target audience, so that your bottom line of growing your business, make sure your finances skyrocket, you are engaging your customers. I make sure your website does all of that. So listen, I love you. Take care. Have an amazing day, guys.